2K Sports and the PGA Tour, proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Shriners Hospitals for Children Open is about to start. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and out on the course following our feature group is the delightful Henny Quack. Hello, Henny.
Hi Luke, I'm glad to be here covering this week's featured group, and what a pairing, as these two have been hinting at quite a budding rivalry here.
That's no doubt about it, Henny. It appears this player's target is to beat Ricky Fowler this week. You certainly won't beat him in the popularity stakes, that's for sure.
Oh, for sure, Luke. Pretty Ricky, he's got the crowd behind him. Even if he's not feeling up for it, he's going to be buoyed along by all those fans in orange. And hey, he hits it a mile, by the way. I mean, he's no fool. He's not just a pretty boy with a big crowd following him. He's got game to back it up.
Well, it will be interesting to keep an eye on this one right throughout this event. Putting for a par now. Unable to take advantage of the great approach there, Rich. The second at TPC Summerland is a par 4 measuring 469 yards from the back tee. It plays slightly downhill, so a strong drive here will set up even just a short iron approach. However, there's a huge waste area to the right, so accuracy off the tee is required. The smart option here is to lay back with the 3-metal and give yourself a full shot in, and also take one club less into this green as it will release down the slope. We need this one to bounce right. Yeah, nicely played. Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
He's looking at around 14 foot, I'd say. Little birdie look in here.
It was on a good line. Down she goes. Let's head to the next. Colin Morikawa currently leading the event as we head to the next hole. The third hole at TPC Summerland is a very strong par 4 measuring 492 yards. There's a huge ravine that works right up through the middle of this. It requires a very strong drive up the right half to go at this green in 2. There is a big fairway to the left if you want to tuck over and get up and down for your par that way. Playing this shot from about 180 yards.
Well, they've got their eye locked in. Look at that approach shot against Ricky Fowler as well.
Always love these opportunities, especially when it's for birdie. Now over to Ricky Fowler.
He's happy, just came off a birdie.
Why don't we catch up with Ricky Fowler? Oh, that's great. It just missed the hole. And how did that shot impact the score? Let's have a look at the leaderboard. The fourth at TPC Summerland is a pretty straightaway par 4 measuring 450 yards from the back tees. The fairway bunkers down the left and right are to be avoided. Really, not much to this hole, just be accurate on approach. Rich, this player is definitely not on the top of many people's favourites to win. How do you see them faring here today?
The PGA Tour is full of underdogs that can flat out play, Luke. This is just another one of those scenarios. This player is someone to watch.
Now let's switch our focus to Ricky Fowler.
He's trying to pull ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what happens.
Let's return to live play now. Well, this would be a good putt to make to move into the top 5.
This is tracking right into the front of this cup.
As we look at the leaderboard, this player sits in second place behind Colin Morikawa. The fifth at TPC Summerland is a par 3 measuring 197 yards. Depending on where they put the tees on this hole ensures the type of club you need to get at it. If you're going at it, make sure you avoid that bunker that's short and right. Come on, get a good bounce to the left. Trying to get 2-3 under par with this putt. It's got a chance. Well done. Take the birdie. And with that, he'll move to 3 under par. The sixth at TPC Summerland is a snaking par 4, playing 430 yards. There's a big waste area up to the left-hand side that needs to be avoided. If you can position your drive on the right half of this fairway, it gives you the best shot up the hill to a green that is not protected by any bunkers. Few players in the history of the game have had a bigger impact so early in their career than Colin Morikawa, Rich. Some comparisons go as close to Tiger Woods.
As they should be currently right now with what he has done in the game so far in his young career. He's come out each and every week and put pressure on every single player because of his ball striking and because they know that there's no weaknesses in his game other than sometimes the putter. But when you hit it as good as he does, you're bound to make a putt now and again. And each and every week when he shows up, players on the driving range are looking at him going, okay, he's here. I got to have my A game.
Certainly feels like sky's the limit for Colin Morikawa.
2 major championships under his belt right now. Surely more in his future.
Yeah, you hit a beauty, didn't you? And Henny, what's he facing with this one?
This is looking around 115 yards out.
Yeah, well played. Let's see if we can make this big putt for birdie. That's a lovely stroke. Had eyes for the whole way. And that will take him to 5 under. Now over to Ricky Fowler.
He's currently ahead in this rivalry. Let's see what happens.
After that hole, this player is currently in first place, with Colin Morikawa in second. The 8th at TPC Summerlin is a big par 3 playing 239 from the tips. A well-struck shot will avoid the gully here, but anything to the left half can roll off the green. The bunker short rider also to be avoided, so you don't make a sloppy bogey. All right, Henny. What's he got in front of him here with this putt?
Yeah, they've left it in the perfect spot here, just below the hole. They can be aggressive up the hill.
Just didn't drop. And that should secure the par on this one. And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that. The 9th at TPC Summerlin is a par 5 measuring over 563 yards. Really, the main aim here is to just avoid that bunker off the left of the tee. Then, if safely in the fairway, you can get after this green. A strong shot will play to the left half of this green and feed down to any hole location. A birdie chance, no doubt. Well, this person displays the power game in pure fashion there.
Using all of his muscles to get that one home in 2.
Ooh. Didn't quite have the right stuff there. 4 feet to the cup.
That starts off on a good line.
Mark it down. That's 6 birdies today. And that will move him to 6 under par. The 10th at TPC Summerlin is the beginning hole of a back 9 that has many challenges and also a lot of fun holes. Not overly long at 420 yards. You're just trying to avoid any trouble off the tee so you can get a clear shot at this green. A chance to begin the back 9 with a birdie. Oh my God, Rich. I don't even know who this player is. Look at this performance.
Kind of coming out of nowhere, but that's what makes this game so great, isn't it? Everybody loves a Cinderella story.
Well, a lovely opportunity to save par here.
Short game has been absolutely fantastic today.
Okay, steady now. Just a tiny putt is all that remains. Now let's switch our focus to Ricky Fowler.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
And let's see what that shot did to the leaderboard. Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. Placement off the tee is required at the TPC Summerlin 11th hole, par 4, measuring 448 yards. The big bunker down the right side is to be avoided at all costs. And there's also a little tree there which might affect any line of sight approach to this green. This shot from 120 yards. He leads the field by a stroke. Pay attention, folks. That's how you play golf.
Nearly doesn't get any better than that. Amazing shot.
A chance for a birdie if this goes down. Ooh, right by the hole. Oh, Rich, is there anything more disappointing setting up what you'd think is a makeable birdie putt, but unfortunately not able to convert? Let's take a look at the leaderboard. What a shot! Almost went in the bucket. Now leading by one shot. The 12th here at Summerlin is another short par 4. 442 yards off the tips, but plays slightly downhill and leaves just a short iron approach. The only real danger here is the big body of water that starts around 150 yards short and goes right up past the green. And from the bunker here. Now over to Ricky Fowler.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Let's get back to it, shall we? Around 110 yards to go. Currently in the lead by a shot. Opting for the 9-iron. That's a terrific shot and sets up a birdie opportunity here at the 12th.
Of all the shots that I like the most, that one ranks right up there.
Oh, just missed. Putting for a par here. Well, that's got to be frustrating. Hit such a great approach shot in, but wasn't able to convert. The 13th at TPC Summerlin is a monster par 5 measuring over 600 yards from the back tees. The big hitters with a tail breeze can cover that bunker on the left-hand side. But if you want to lay up, make sure you've given yourself the right number because there's a lot to this green and plenty of ways to three-putt it. Be careful on approach. Getting ready to play their third. He shares the lead. That's a high-quality recovery shot.
Just eyeballing that one, trying to make it.
Oh, what a super shot. And that will take him to 6 under. The 14th at TPC Summerlin is a straightaway par 3, playing 168 yards. The green slopes right to left, so make sure you've got the right length of club so you're not left with a long putt. Now let's switch our focus to Ricky Fowler.
He's feeling good, just birdied the last hole.
Oh my, how about that for a par?
And now this is why you can never get comfortable, even if you're leading a PGA Tour pro. This is what they do. They mean business.
Always nice to have a birdie putt.
This one's looking good.
And after that hole, he's now alone at the top of the leaderboard. The 15th at TPC Summerlin is a great short par 4. In fact, a lot will try and drive it in the tournament. If you want to lay it back, you've got around about 115 yards uphill to a green where you can't see those back hole locations. However, a good aggressive play here must avoid the pot bunkers around the greens or the big waste area to the left. A chance to make a birdie here or even an eagle. "13 feet to the cup."
What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie. Rolling end over end. This putt's looking great.
And the putt drops now at 8 under, heading down the stretch.
And anything can happen down the stretch. Let's see what takes place.
Wow, that was just striped. The 16th hole at TPC Summerlin is the final par 5 on the course, Rich, and one the players can reach into.
Obviously, no hope leaving it short with your second shot in the water at 16. So most players bailing out, hitting it just over this green. If they draw a decent lie, they can chip it close, make birdie. However, not so easy as there's a couple of low areas and greenside bunkers to deal with long of this green.
Now over to Ricky Fowler.
coming off a bogey on the last hole.
And there it goes from the sand. And after that effort, let's take a look at how it stands. Our current leader is up by 3 shots.
2 holes to go, Luke. I know who I like.
Going with the 5-iron here. Needs this to kick a bit left. Gee, it's metronomic here. Green after green. Gee, golf looks easy when you're playing like this.
It has been fantastic to watch all week long. This player is dialed in.
And another one goes. And with it, an increase of his lead. No movement up or down on the leaderboard for this player. The 18th at TPC Sutherland is a 444-yard par 4 with a big body of water just beyond the gully, which you've got to drive. Make sure you avoid those bunkers on the right side to give you a good iron into this green. And choosing the 8-iron here. Yep, that shot's safely on the green. All right, let's keep the focus here. This is to win the event. Well, it's fair to say that this player ran the tables this week, Rich, and came up trumps in Las Vegas. Look at your Shriners Children's Open winner.
And nobody on the PGA Tour will be shining quite as brightly as this player the rest of the evening here in Las Vegas.
And Rich, if this isn't a Cinderella story, I don't know what is.
This is what dreams are made of. You have to dream about a situation like this because there's no other explanation for it. Seemingly out of nowhere, holding off all the contenders, getting the job done.